Hey dudes, I'm Hilah and welcome to Hilah Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make fried catfish with a cornmeal crust. That is the way my friend Shannon's dad used to do it whenever he would go fishing and catch catfish out of the Lake Travis. And then they'd have fish fries. And well, I don't know if it's exactly how he used to do it, but this is my take on it. But that's the first time I learned how to love fried catfish. So thanks Shannon and Robin, and here we go. Alright, so I got some catfish fillets here, and I've cut them up into smaller pieces. You want them all to be like maybe an inch wide and however long. So this fatty dude, I'm gonna go ahead and cut him again. Cut that little fat dude. Okay, and then I'm gonna marinate him for a little while. And in here I've got just some milk with lemon juice and some fresh parsley chopped up, and I'm gonna add a little Tabasco. And you could also use buttermilk if you didn't want to use the milk and lemon juice. And just give that a little stir. And then just gonna kind of let these soak in here. Catfish can taste kind of muddy because it's a bottom feeding fish, so this little soak with a little bit of acid in there, like lemon juice or something, kind of draws some of that out, and also adds a nice little flavor under the breading. And I'm just gonna let these sit at room temperature for maybe like 20 minutes while I get the oil heated up and stuff, get everything else ready. So you want to make sure that they're not like cold when you put them in the fryer. Okay, cool. So everything's covered, and we'll just set this aside for a little while. All right, I've got my oil starting to heat up here, and this is my breading mixture. It's just cornmeal, cayenne pepper, salt, and black pepper. If you wanted to add other spices to it, you can, but I don't know, I just like it pretty basic, but a little bit spicy. And also, if you want kind of more of a softer crust, you could add just maybe like a quarter cup of flour, like regular old wheat flour, to that. And get my little fish buddies, and just want to kind of tap off the excess, throw it in there, and get it pretty well coated. And then set it aside, and we'll just let it sit there for another couple minutes while our oil's finishing up heating, and just so the crust adheres a little bit better. All right, so my oil's heated up. For fish pieces this size, I've got it to about 365, and I'm just gonna lay it in away from me so I don't accidentally splash 365-degree oil all over myself. And I've just got about a ½ inch of oil here. And I'm starting with the ones that I breaded first, putting those in. And I think I can fit one more little dude in here comfortably. And we'll just give them maybe like 2-3 minutes on each side until they are golden brown. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes, and I can see the golden brownness is starting to creep up the edges of that first one I put in. So just very delicately flip them over. And if you need to turn up the heat on your stove to keep the temperature hot, then do that. Just kind of keep a thermometer nearby and check it. Oh man, these are gonna be good. All right, couple more minutes. All right, couple minutes later, and you'll know they're done because they start to kind of float freely off the bottom. Don't try to like force them up if they're sticking a little bit, because that means that they're probably not done and you're just gonna end up pulling all the breading off. So just whenever they're kind of being little free willies in there, it's time to take them out. And I'm putting them on a rack on top of a paper bag. And anytime you're frying stuff, it's gonna stay crisper if you can keep it a little elevated. Don't just put it right on your paper bag or your paper towels. It'll stay crisper longer for something like this where you're gonna have to end up cooking in batches. It's a good idea. All right, let these cool a couple minutes because they're boiling hot, and then I'm gonna taste test. Well, hello, Mr. Catfish. All right, this has been cooling for a few minutes. It's still like hot to the bone, but I'm gonna cut it open and see what the inside looks like. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, tender catfish. And I like to put a little bit of lemon on mine. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, time to taste. Good catfish. That's yummy. Wow. Okay, Wow, I hope you guys try this. This is delicious. Okay, so if you want tartar sauce with it, which is what we would always have when Robin would cook, I have a good recipe for that on my website if you can check that out. And man, yeah, just serve this with some coleslaw and you got a meal made in the shade or by the lake. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will get to them ASAP.